Hello and welcome to That's the Point. This is the place where we talk about construction positioning technology in our brand new studio. My name is Corey Meyer, joined with Jeremy Horn. How's it going, man?
It's going good.
Good, excited, because I think we're going to jump into something today. Last time out, we did talk about GNSS, and we quickly and briefly talked about some of those topics that are typically related to observation times and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Wanted to take a step back because this immediately started a couple of discussions with our support desk about connecting more traditionally to a base and rover setup with your GNSS and making sure that you're connected, making sure you're getting those local corrections, especially if you're coming out of like an RTX setup or something, or VRS setup, something like that. So what we want to do today is quickly go through the process and the steps to actually go and connect your rover to a local base station and get those corrections.
Yeah, absolutely. It's something that there's always been a little confusion on, just because we've got Bluetooth signals, we've got radio signals, we've got all these things happening, tablet together.
There's a lot.
Right, and if we're not sure what's going on, sometimes it's going to be hard to troubleshoot, right? So at the end of the day, we got to get corrections from something. If it's not RTX or VRS, and we are using a localized base station, we got to make sure we're establishing that, connection correctly. Yeah, so on the device connection screen, we're going to see our two receivers here that we're working with today. One of them's the base and one is the rover.
Right.
We get it to connect to the base first. So in this case, we know it's 4398, so I'm going to go ahead and connect there. Once it gets initialized, it'll pull up a settings screen, and that's where, we want to make sure we got all this correct. Otherwise, we run into problems later. So from here, we can set our antenna height if we're worried about elevations. Radio band, make sure that's where we want. So in this case, 900, and then our channel. That's the important one. So we're going to use 24.
We're going to remember that number.
Yeah. So we're going to use 24 today. And also, if you look in the bottom left, we see two icons. One looks like an actual receiver on a tripod. That is our base icon. And then the other is our rover. So we do have to be, it's not
specific.
Automated, right?
Yep.
So we got to tell it this is the base. Once we've done that, we can hit store. So now we've stored those settings. FieldLink makes it pretty easy, and it actually tells us now. Base position established, so we've connected. Again, we're connected via Bluetooth to that. But now we've got to connect to our rover. So now we're disconnecting Bluetooth from our base and connecting Bluetooth to our rover. In this case, we can just hit Find Rover, and it's going to bring us right to that screen. So now we want to connect to our rover, which is the 4486.
Okay.
From here, it's going to bring up another settings screen. We got to make sure those match, right? So if we remember, the radio channel you mentioned, which was 24. So we're good. That's match number 24, Jeff Gordon. So now if we're all happy with this, radio band, number.
Set on rover.
Yep, set on rover, not base, then we'll hit store now with this. So now what's happening, we are connected via Bluetooth to the rover, which we're going to stay. That's how we're going to get our info to the tablet. But the rover is actually going to reach out to the base, as we see here, waiting for corrections on rover. Once it makes that connection, we're going to see a green banner that's going to say, okay, now you're connected to your base.
I got you.
So if we don't see that, or we don't get to this point, connection to base established. Now, if you'll see at the top, our residuals up in the top corner here have now gone down to a quarter. Now we can roll. So what we see a lot of times is guys just look up at that precision up there. They think they're connected to their base, and they're wondering why they're not getting good residuals. But at the end of the day, they actually did not establish.
They never established it.
They didn't establish that rover to base connection.
Yeah, 4 foot error is always going to be like you're in float, you're not getting corrections.
Correct. Right.
And then so the steps are, first one is we connect to the base, we adjust those settings, then we connect to the rover, we match those settings with the rover, and then the third one is an automatic one within FieldLink, and then it then creates the link between the two, and then you get local corrections.
Absolutely. And once you've done that process, like say you show up the next day, you can turn on your base, make sure all the lights are lighting up, that your radio is working, and then just connect directly to the rover.
That's right.
And it will then, but again, you still want to look for that banner, base to rover, or rover to base established. If it doesn't give you that, and you're not getting your corrections, then you want to go back and go through that process again. But it will reach back.
It is persistent.
Right. It will reach back because now you've set your settings, you set your radio, it'll go and find that signal.
There you go. If you have any other questions, make sure you reach out to your local building representative, and don't forget, smash that subscribe button to stay up to date with the tips, tricks, and pointers. We'll see you next time on That's the Point.